What's up, guys? We're back. So I always say that every time I go on vacation and I'm back, there's always a pipe break that happens when I'm away. So I got a pipe break, let me show it to you, and I'm finally back from my mini vacation. Alright guys, so I've been telling you guys, and for myself also, that I should always come out and check the irrigation just to make sure everything's good. And especially, we got a heat wave that's coming on, and check this out, it's like out of the blue we got a little leak. So I'm gonna have to work on that and fix it today. But I'm glad I'm back from vacation, and I'm glad that everything seems to be okay for the most part, and the trees are still doing well. But sometimes, you almost have to check daily, especially during the summertime and the heat waves. You shouldn't have to, but you have to sometimes. So let's get this thing fixed and let's talk about some other stuff. All right, all fixed for now. Kind of dug it up and patched it up. Turns out I'm actually pretty good at fixing these broken pipes. So off to the next. So people have been asking me how my 7 new fruit sets that I had for this year, how they're doing, and so far let me show you what they look like. This is SC Gold, and SC Gold, the fruit set has kind of stuck for the most part. There's a good amount in here. Let me just show you. There's some over here, you can see that's in the shadow, but there's a good amount of fruit set. We got new growth coming in up top also, you can see that. So SC Gold, so far so good. Now some of my other varieties just doing okay. So Green Gold, I kind of dug in there. I did find one fruit stuck. So Pinkerton, the fruit set is really good actually. I'm kind of back here a little bit so you can see a lot of the fruit that's set stuck. So the Fuerte, on the other hand, had some fruit set, and I looked in here and there's only one left. So I don't expect that one to kind of stick around. So it's unfortunate because we had okay flower set on the Fuerte, but it just didn't stick. There's one, but maybe that one might kind of make it, but I doubt it at this point. So another bad year for this avocado. And then surprise, I'm trying to say it right because you guys have been criticizing me. Surprise, the fruit set is okay, and there's still fruit in there. Let me see if I can show you. So here's like a cluster of 3. There's more in there, not that much. I mean, I thought we had a lot more, but there's probably maybe a good dozen or 2 dozen. The Stewart did okay. There was a lot of fruit set and it dropped a lot, but there's still a good amount in there right now, so that's a good sign so far. So a couple of bad things. This is the Edrenal, and it set some fruit and all of the fruit dropped. So everything is gone, which is crazy. And my gem, this is a gem from Laverne Nurseries, which is now Eververde, I guess. I guess they got bought out, but there was a good amount of fruit set. I mean, it was insane how much fruit was setting, but it dropped pretty much almost everything. I don't really see, maybe I see, oh, here's one fruit. So on this one, I see a couple more in there. Over here, this is my second gem right next to it, and this one had the same amount of fruit set. It was a lot. It was crazy. I thought it was going to be one of those epic years, but all of it dropped. Almost all of it dropped. So the only thing I could think of is that one, it's still a really young tree. Two, I really did not fertilize at all this year, and usually I do fertilize, but I decided to just kind of not fertilize. So I think that's what I'm gonna have to do here, is go back to my routine of fertilizing. So I'll probably get that going probably today or tomorrow. Okay, so now on the other hand, I got this gem from Brokaw, and this is on Zorelia rootstock. So this one, I got fruit, and the fruit's holding. So there's lots of fruit in there compared to another one from Laverne Nurseries. So there might be just something going on either with my tree, or it was just really hot back in the Avocado Grove. Who knows? All right, so here's another gem, and this gem was from Maddox, and this one set a ton of fruit. I mean, it was like loaded, but a lot of it dropped. So there's still fruit in there. I still see a bunch, and but you see that little black speck right there? So you get these like that. Yeah. So just, I mean, when I was looking on the ground, every one of those black specks right there, that's avocado. So it's crazy. I don't know if it's just this year. I did not fertilize this section also, but I also did not fertilize the Brokaw tree, and that one's holding a lot of fruit. So maybe rootstock might be to blame, or is partially the cause. But you know, we're gonna get fruit. We got a lot of fruit on my Hass. Zutano has a lot of fruit. Even Jan Boyce has a lot of fruit. So we should have some fruit on this gem also. Just a little disappointed because I was expecting a lot of fruit this year. But you know, there's fruit in there, and there should be a lot of fruit that's gonna be setting. So we'll have fruit. So the Zutano, which is growing really nicely here, it is holding a lot of the fruit, but it's kind of sparse this year compared to years past. So don't know how that's gonna do. We'll see how that goes. The Hass, still doing great. You can see there's a lot on here, and I'm excited about the Hass. It's actually an excellent fruit. So a little disappointed with how much fruit has dropped so far this year from all of my trees, but it is what it is. I probably need to fertilize. Same thing with this Edinger. There's fruit on the tree. Just I was expecting a lot more, and I thought it was going to be very heavy, but it's not. If you guys are noticing the same thing, let me know. Comment down below. I'm kind of curious. So Jan Boyce, it's holding fruit really well. I'll zoom into a section so you can see. There's a lot of fruit. So that's a good sign. And I did see one on this Kona, one or two probably. So not expecting too much. It's just weird because, I mean, we had an amazing flower set on all of our trees. I was expecting a lot of fruit, and we did get a lot of fruit, but a lot of it dropped. So we'll figure it out as we go. Maybe I need to get on another regiment of constantly fertilizing, or maybe it was just because of the heat that kind of came on. It's possible that during the heat wave that we had, I mean, the heat wave wasn't even that high. It was in the 90s, 95s, and we're expecting some more heat coming on in the next week or so. So we just have to kind of monitor at this point and see how it goes. But everything seems to be healthy and green. I mean, you can see the leaves are looking good. Everything's okay. Of course, as you know, we all want fruit, but you know, I'm willing to kind of wait, especially for a Charwell. Here's one right there I just saw. So there's some in there. It's just And I know that the squirrels are probably going to go after like these charwells. They seem to love the fruit. So anyways, if you guys are in your backyard checking out your trees, if you have a lot of fruit set and a lot of it dropped more than normal, let me know, because I'm kind of curious. I don't know if it's just me or it's just kind of what's happening this year, because we did have a lot of flowers and it seems like there was an amazing amount of fruit that was going to go, but turns out all of the trees, at least for me, dropped a lot of them. And even like my Carmen, who set a lot of fruit early on, all of the early fruit dropped, and then the second wave of flowers came on, set, and then a lot of it's dropping right now too. So we'll see how it goes. Stay hydrated, you guys. We'll talk later. See you. Bye.